All right, it may be the dog days of winter, but Hamilton's Forge FC getting set to take the pitch tomorrow when they welcome Liga MX's CF Monterrey to the stadium formerly known as Tim Hortons Field. Here to discuss the game is one of the newest members of Forge FC, defender Daniel Nimick. Daniel, thanks for joining us today. We were just talking before we got on here. You joined the team just right as they were about to go to Mexico for training camp. What did it mean to get to experience that camp with the guys, especially as a new member of the team?
Yeah, I mean, as a new member, you want to build those relationships early, and I think there's not many better places to do that than Cancun, Mexico. But it definitely wasn't a vacation; it was a business trip. We were working hard, but that's the times where you build those relationships the best, for sure.
What does it mean to you to join an organization? You've been around the league for a few years now, but you've played against Forge. You've had some big goals against Forge. But what does it mean to get to be a part of a team with such a rich history in the CPL?
Yeah, it's exciting. I think Forge over the years of this league have really set the standard that other teams are trying to chase, and I want to be a part of setting that standard. The success they've had, a lot of players within the league want to be a part of that, and the game tomorrow is a massive part of that too. It's a big opportunity to get your name out on the big stage. A
lot of obviously returning players from Forge FC from last year, including captain Kyle Becker. Tristan Borges is back as well. Is it difficult to join a team like that when you're the new guy, and how do you kind of make yourself kind of part of the team when you join as a new player?
No, it's been a pretty smooth process when you have guys like Kyle, like Tristan, and all the other experienced guys on the team. You have a mold that you can try and fit yourself into. The way those guys carry themselves, you have something you can replicate. So it's easy to fit in. They make you feel so welcome, and it's been super professional from the start, so yeah, I couldn't be happier, and I'm excited.
A huge game for your first game as a member of Forge FC, CONCACAF Champions Cup, first leg coming up tomorrow at Tim Hortons Field against CF Monterrey. What does it mean to play in these types of competitions for a Canadian player?
I mean, it's massive, isn't it? It's a huge opportunity. When I've been in the league the past 2 years, I haven't been able to be a part of these games. So it's a massive draw for coming to Forge. When you're on the outside looking in, this is what you want to be a part of as a player. So I'm just super excited to test myself against this kind of opposition. It's going to be a grind, but I think we're cooking something good in this team, and we're ready to get something done.
You've been called the best player from the spot of all time in CPL history. We got a couple of highlights here. What is it about PKs or penalty kicks that you just seem to thrive at?
I don't know, to be honest. Maybe it's being put under the pressure in that moment, and that brings out the best of me. I'm not sure, but it's not very often you see a defender taking penalties, but I was put in that position with my time in Halifax, and hey, if Coach Bobby wants to put me in that position again, I'll happily step up. But we've got so many guys that are capable from the spot that I know if we do get a penalty, whoever takes it is going to score it. What
does the CPL mean? We've talked about this a lot, but what does the CPL mean to Canadian players? And if this league was around 10, 15 years ago, what could have happened?
It's just massive for the development of Canadian football, I think. It's something that's growing. You've seen in the past couple of years the national team has done better than ever. We're building some massive players overseas in Europe, and I think the domestic league is a massive part of that development. It builds up players from a young age, and then also has older players who are further along in their career. If they can come back to Canada and play at a high level, it's a massive draw to build the sport. All
right, huge game tomorrow. Best of luck, Daniel. Forge FC taking on CF Monterrey, at the Hamilton Stadium there. It is an 8 p.m. kickoff, and you will be able to catch the game on YouTube, One Soccer, everywhere. You could your CPL Soccer